This manga will make you cry. But before I get into that, I want to thank you guys so much for hitting 100 subscribers. I know technically it's not really a lot, but it means a lot to me, okay? So yeah, thank you guys so much. Let's keep it going. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hey, so this right here is Assassination Classroom. It is a action comedy. It is a wonderful shonen series. It's got 21 volumes in total. I picked up this series in the form of a box set, which I picked up in my July manga haul, which you can check out right here. Okay, so this is the Assassination Classroom box set. My box came dinked, thanks Amazon. It's whatever, it didn't hurt any of the books inside, and I couldn't be bothered to return it. So inside the box set comes 21 volumes. That's these things right here. But also inside comes 2 extra goodies. Goodie number 1 is this little art book right here. I don't even know if you can call this a book. It's more like a pamphlet. See, it's like super thin. It's got some really cool looking art inside though. And then also in the box set came this really cool looking poster of the characters. And then on the back, you've got like all the students yearbook style. The spines of the series are really beautiful. They're very colorful, so I'm sure you can spot them in anybody's collection. Here's some of the covers of the books that I really like. They're all really unique. They all kind of feature Koro Sensei's face on it in some shape or form. They've got a bunch of different patterns. This volume right here was crazy. There's the last one. So this right here is volume 21. It's the last one in the series. And actually the story ends like 1 or 2 chapters into this book. The rest of the book is like bonus chapters, see a little bit of the end of the story, and then the rest is just kind of bonus stuff. So like I said, it's 21 volumes in total. I've been slowly picking away at this series, and I gotta say, it's been a blast. I love reading Assassination Classroom. Assassination Classroom is about this creature of mass destruction named Koro Sensei. Now, Koro Sensei blew up the moon. He turned it into a permanent crescent shape, and he's threatening to do the same thing to Earth, unless somebody can kill him in 1 year's time. Now, during this time, Koro Sensei decided to become a teacher, specifically a teacher of this class called Class 3E. Now, 3E is a classroom that you do not want to be a part of. The class is full of nobodies, delinquents, just unpleasant people to be around. If your grades get to a certain point, they send you to Class 3E. The whole classroom is actually sectioned off on the main school building.